Asha is, Asha is, Asha is.
Hello, shining ones. Magus here on a beautiful day in Asha. If you're brand new to the channel, we're Zoroastrians. We are the Magi. And today I want to share with you what we call first circle. And in this circle of light, evil cannot enter. It's a light so pure that darkness cannot enter. This space we're going to create. It's a love so pure that distress and dis-ease, hate, greed, anger, those low frequencies can't live in this pure space of love. And I'm going to share some stories with you of when I first experienced what we call first circle. An absolute miraculous story. Many of you know it. I won't go too far into it, but I will touch on it a little bit. So at the end of this video, we're going to actually do it together. And if you're experiencing maybe some depression, fear, worry, OCD, it can do anything. And I've seen it, my friends. The testimonies that have come in of what being in that presence, that pureness can do. It's amazing. So we're going to do that at the end of the video. Couple reasons. One, this is a family here. It's the Magi that are, and forever shall be. And we come to this space to spend time together and in the comments. And then also it's a rainy day. And I wanted to have someone to hang out with, something to do, and just share some stories, spend time together. And then hopefully at the end of this, like I said, if you're needing peace of mind, First Circle will do it. Where do I want to go first? So much I want to talk about. First, I want to talk about yesterday in the prayer request, Pat Chandler wanted us to pray for his foster daughter, Nico. She's going to be moving out, and their heart is just that she keeps wanting to align and attune with Asha, a parent's heart. And so can we do that? And Pat, for you, I would say a visualization, I can't speak today. My mind's in so many different places. Visualization that you can do, that I've done also myself, is if you can picture God holding your child and never puts them down, right? And just see that they're safe in the hand of God and always will be. And yes, children, when they move out, they're going to test the boundaries, right? They want to see and experience for themselves. But we're believing right now that Nico has a heart to align and attune with the good, to be able to see the difference from good and bad, light and dark, and have a heart for the light, have a heart for the good. Good Spirit, right now, we just ask that you would protect Nico. Put a hedge of protection around Nico. Keep evil influences and people away from Nico. And we thank you for this. Matter of fact, as we're talking about First Circle, Pat, can you see a light in and around Nico that's going to protect your child? If you can hear right now, it's raining out. I don't think I've ever shared this with anyone, but this sacred space of mine is not a part of my main home. It's in an RV that I created where only I come out into it. And it's so special to me. And this is going to tie in with First Circle. When I wrote Still Pulls of the Mind, long time ago, I think the first copy came out in like 2000... 2012 or 13. I think 2013 it came out. I wanted to see if this would work in the real world, right? I live in a little sanctuary here, 200 acres of just bliss, right? I wanted to see if I went into like cities and brought this message around people and lived it out, right? Can you actually live in a place where it's a light so pure darkness cannot enter? Right? It's one thing to say that here, completely protected in nature, no people around, you know. Can I live in a love so pure that evil cannot enter? Right? That distress and disease and all the things we talk about in Still Pulls of the Mind, does it really work in the real world? Right? Which we know isn't the real world. Asha is actually the real world, the world that came from the perfect creator's perfect mind, but what people call the real world, right? With struggle and war and anger and hate and violence and crime. Would it work in that world that they call the real world is actually the lion illusion? Another reason our message is so important. And so I bought this RV that I'm in right now, that we've been making videos in this for years. It's my sacred place, right? When I come in here, it's just, it has an atmosphere. It's first circle all the time. And I actually took this RV. Well, I bought it in, I guess it'd be 2013-ish. And I headed off all the way across the United States to Florida. Ended up in Juneau, Florida. And started just living Asha. Asha, the concept, the idea, the 16 statements and teachings were in me. I just hadn't put it into a book yet. The only book that I brought with me to Florida on this trip was Still Pulls of the Mind. How far can I go into this, guys? Because I know you want to get to first circle. I don't want to waste your time, but should I even build up to what brought on Still Pulls of the Mind? Funny thing, let me say this real quick. Asha sells like hotcakes. Like almost every day, Asha's going out. Gold, frankincense, myrrh, and the spiritual gifts of the Magi, they fly off the shelves. Because like when people are looking up Magi, Zoroastrianism, it takes them to, our books are right at the top of the list. I mean, these are the go-to Zoroastrian Magi books. Still Pulls of the Mind does not get the same amount of love. Doesn't sell a lot. But it's always going to be near and dear to my heart because it's this book and this RV that I took to Florida to live out Asha. Before this was written, I was still a Christian. This is 2012. My whole life changed at a Red Hot Chili Peppers concert. I don't know if I've ever told this story on this channel because I haven't been able to wrap my mind around it, guys. But since we're talking about this and going down memory lane here, I want to share it. So my cousin, he's my favorite cousin. He loves me. I love him. He was the tour manager for the Red Hot Chili Peppers. We got spoiled whenever we went out with him. Like whatever bands he is working with, we got to go backstage, hang out with the bands, and the Chili Peppers treated us really good. Got to meet Anthony Kiedis, and we're backstage and we're eating, and the guitar players serenading us while we eat, you know, and it was beautiful. Such a fun time. But during that concert, my cousin left. And let me say this, the security for the Red Hot Chili Peppers were so kind, so welcoming, so good. This was not the Red Hot Chili Peppers personal security. When you rent out an arena, they bring in their own security, which are not the best. They're not trained, you know. And I had my badge on. I had my family with me, girlfriend with me. And we're right up against the stage, backstage on the side. because we're honored guests, right? There was a security from the arena that had no respect for our badge, just not a nice person. And basically yelling, had his hand behind his back. I don't know if he had like one of those flashy flashlights or mace or who knows what. Very threatening, yelling, and I'm showing him my badge, and I'm trying to explain it's loud, he can't hear me talking. So I said, let's just not have a confrontation. And so we just went where he herded us off to. Guys, I can't even explain to you what I was feeling. And I didn't really think about it until much later. I realized when I was just a kid, and I'm going somewhere with this, and so those of you that love the Magus, love what we do here, want to hear my story. How did I even get to Zoroastrianism? Right here we've got the leading books on Zoroastrianism out there. How did we get there? So there was something I can't describe. But then the more I dwelt on it, I realized when I was just in nursery school, I didn't go to it very often. But when my mom would send me there once in a while when she had things she had to do. And so I didn't know all the rules that they had at this place. And it was a very religious, strict, mean women. You know, they weren't nice, loving like my mommy. And we were digging trenches. And then we'd turn on the water fountain and fill it and make little rivers, harmless. And I guess the teachers didn't like that. And they took me back and paddled me with a ping pong paddle. And I felt so unfair, right? And they're just saying, well, you're not allowed to do that. Well, you didn't tell me I'm not allowed to do that. And I had that same feeling of injustice. Didn't really know it at the time of I was allowed to be there, but this guy didn't know it. Now he's yelling, he's being threatening. And I had that same feeling. Now I'm grown though, right? Once I get my children and family out, stop the thing. Now my mind's thinking, I want revenge. Because I felt like that was the only thing that would take away that feeling of injustice that I didn't have the power to do when I was younger, right? And so my cousin, right, he's big boy, and I was a weightlifter, a lot bigger back then. This is 10 years ago, strong enough, right? So I was going to get my cousin, and I was thinking, we're going to go give that boy a whooping, right? And then I felt like that would make me feel better. But then something in me was even fighting that. Part of my reasoning mind was telling me, do you know what? Maybe he didn't know any better, right? Maybe he wasn't trained right. Maybe he's just trying to make a living, working nights. Who knows what he does during the day, make extra money to take care of a family. And guys, I didn't do anything. And I went home, and for 3 weeks, maybe a month, I couldn't get rid of that sick feeling. I was so tortured. And what happened, I think that was just the last straw. And I tried to explain it to people that are going, who cares? What's the thing? It was all the way back from nursery school, that feeling. Then it was the cult in Texas. Then it was going into the military, the army of all. And then it was the divorce and being betrayed by my friend. It was just all the things that had happened. That was just the last straw, right? It didn't seem like a big thing to anybody else. Like even my kids and my girlfriend are all, what are you so worked up about? That it was no big deal. It didn't bug us. Why is it bugging you so bad? But it was the worst feeling other than OCD, which this might have been some form of OCD. I couldn't let it go. And it was the worst torment. Then after about a month, something literally broke. Where it was complete 180. I decided I either have to be angry and fighting and holding on to these injustices and just just not put out, just go bad, basically, is what I was feeling. Or I needed to go really, really, really good. And I went the really, really good. I became a vegetarian. That lasted for, what, 7 years until my body couldn't handle it. I don't think I'm quite built for that. But my heart was there. 7 years. And I was just, before that, I was full meat eater. I went to absolute over-the-top love, which I think you guys see here. I love, love, love you, and I mean it. I just, something completely changed in me. 100% forgiveness, love, just goodness. And then I'm sure it's no coincidence that at that time, I got the book, The Teachings of the Magi, from my closest neighbor at the time, which was a religious professor at the local university, taught world religions, gave me stuff on Zoroastrianism. Thought it'd be right up my alley. He fed me a lot of books, but on Hinduism and Sufis, and I learned a lot. Buddhism, Taoism, but Zoroastrianism just clicked. It was exactly what I was needing. It was just perfect for me. And I did a complete 180. And it was kind of like a true salvation took place inside of me, where that all good God and I merged. Where I merged with that pure love and that pure light. And then with time and living it and experiencing, like, the world became beautiful. Right? And you might be thinking, well, Magus, again, right? You live up in your little heaven on earth. But it didn't look like I see it now then. When you have one of those mixed monster gods and hurts and wrong ideas in your mind, and you see everything through those filters. Now I was seeing the real world. The real above all real. I've seen Asha now, and it was so perfect. And then I started writing books. Still pulls of the mind. You see a lot of my Christian influence in it because I had grown up in that. You know, was it 8th or 9th grade? 9th grade, I think it was. I read the Bible cover to cover. Right? I went to Bible college. I was being groomed to be a pastor. And so you see a lot of Christian influence in this with my new ideas I'm having. And so Asha was in my heart. And now I'm trying to figure out how you live that out. So I buy an RV. And I go to Florida. End up in Juneau. And my friends, I saw it living right before me. I saw Juneau turn into my Asha. I made the most beautiful friends that still ask about me to this day. And it's been 10 years. They loved me. I've never been loved before. Not like that by my mom, right? My kids, my dogs. But everybody there loved me. They would get so excited when I'd show up at our surf spot, when I'd show up at the skate park, right? And hugs and love, and it was beautiful. Now, it comes to my wonderful surfing buddy. This is taking us to First Circle here. When we first did First Circle for the first time, and I saw the absolute power of it. Miraculous power. So we were surfing, and we'd go every day. So you can really get to know these guys. Spend every day with them. And I noticed some strange behavior. Like the waves would be really good, but he had to leave at a certain time. Didn't really have a reason why he had to leave, but he just started getting kind of squirrely. Had to go. Then one day, there's a perfect wave. I'm cheering him. He's right there set up for it. He's starting to take it, and then he bails out of it, and he actually screams. And now I can see he's crying. It's weird to see a grown man scream and cry. So I'm thinking, Did he get stung by a man-o-war? Did a shark rip his leg off? You know, what's going on? And he paddles into shore, and then he's just sitting in the sand, defeated. So now I'm starting to realize, yeah, it's something inside the head. Now I'm thinking still pulls of the mind. So I go in and I sit next to him, and starting to kind of draw out what's going on. Didn't get the full story yet, but kind of made it known I'm here. I said, you know what? I have something I think will help you. And went up to my truck and got Still Pulls of the Mind. I said, read this tonight. The next day, I'm already out surfing. He comes out and he's waving his arms, waving me in. A little selfish. I didn't come right away in because the waves were so good and I was having so much fun. Do I have a little bit of guilt about that? A little selfishness. Then I decided to come in after I got my fill. And he's got Still Pulls, and now he's ready to open up. And he tells me, I think about myself, Magus, you could do better sometimes, you know. He starts to tell me a story that he had OCD from when he was a small child. And it's progressively gotten worse and worse. I knew he had money. He showed up in a Mercedes with a roof rack and a surfboard on top, and you lived on the beach. But he said he had lost his career, lost his family, lost everything because of OCD. He said the reason he would leave early, he had to go home and drink himself blacked out drunk every night. He said when he read this, he didn't have those feelings. Something about it, while he was reading it, he didn't have those feelings as strong. So he's fascinated by that. And something bubbled up in me, which now we know what it was. And it was a prophecy, really. And I looked at him, I said, before I leave Florida, you will be completely healed. And I even spoke out, you will run up to me saying, I am healed. Those of you that know the story probably just got goosebumps. I didn't know though how it was all, I knew how it was going to go, but I hadn't seen it yet. So we had become good friends. He saw my heart and he said, you know, thank you, but I don't want you to get your hopes up. He goes, I got money. I've been to the best doctors. I've tried all the medications. I've tried the latest, what do you call that? Not latest, anyway, teachings, I guess, on what works for OCD. And he said, it's only making it worse. The medication's making it worse. Their teachings, it's not teachings. You guys probably know what I'm trying to say here. You can tell I didn't get a PhD in psychology, okay? But what we did worked where medication and a doctorate didn't. They probably know the word I'm looking for, but they couldn't heal them. He said, don't get your hopes up. I've tried everything. I've been to the, I've done everything. And I stood firm. I said, will you meet me here every day before we surf, before we head out, and we'll do a little meditation? He said, I'll do it. So we got together every morning before we went out, and I would draw a circle in the sand. So this is what we're calling first circle. Now we do it here at the Order of the Magi, just with our mind and our finger, and we picture a circle of light around us. But here we're at the beach, that we're just figuring this out as we go, and I drew a circle, and I said, get in it. And I said, in this circle, for this time, it's a light so pure, the darkness cannot enter. It's a love so pure that those voices cannot enter. And then I just kept speaking truth, louder than the lies were speaking. And we did that every day. I also got him the book Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes. And that's a chunky book. He would just read it to the back and then start over at the beginning. And it's something that really helped him because he was raised Catholic. And so he was so scared of God, so scared of devils, so scared of hell, so scared of curses. And one thing he learned through Science of Mind and through the Gathas of Zarathustra. The Gathas, the actual writings of the prophet Zarathustra, are different than the Avesta. Love the Corda Avesta. But the original writings of Zarathustra, what we would call the devil, he called the angry mind, angramenu. And when your mind is angry, it's not good. It's not in God. It's not in that highest principle, God good. Right? So it's not an actual devil. It's a energy. It's a mind. It's a bad mind with bad thoughts and bad ideas. Right? Which is a spirit, which then they kind of turn into a devil. I get it. I see what they're doing. But he was part of his OCD. Like he'd be going to catch that wave, like I told you. He would hear a voice that would say, if you take that wave, someone in your family is going to die. And so he would not take the wave. He heard a voice that, because he made his, online, it was how he did his career, made his money. But he would hear that voice. If you type the letter S, if you type the number 6, someone in your family is going to die, right? And it sounds ridiculous to us, but when you have OCD and these mind problems, right? Someone can tell you it's not real, but it doesn't mean anything. It's very real to him. It's not the real above all real. So I'm trying to get him to what appears real, to the real above all real, the highest truth, the perfect creator's perfect idea, where in this mind there is no devil. And that started setting him free. There is no devil. There is no demon that can do those things that you're hearing in your head. They're not the real. So something that ain't real can't harm you. You're only harming yourself. He was destructing himself. He's the one that blew apart his family. He's the one that blew apart his career, right? By thinking the wrong thoughts from the wrong mind. That's why Zarathustra says, let me think and speak and act through your mind. Vohu menu, the God mind, the good mind. It's good and it's bad, right? It's the simplicity of Zoroastrianism. What sets us apart from the other religions, where Christianity, Judaism, Islam, their God can send evil, can send sickness and disease, can kill men, women, and children, can send children to hell. Right? Not the true God, not the highest principle, God good. And he started to get this. Whenever you see me do this, this is the highest principle, God good, that doesn't move down a continuum, doesn't get angry, and then hate, and then war, and send disease. Always just good. He got that, my friends. And what happened? For you that don't know the story, after a long time of doing this, I'm guessing months. I spent a long time in Florida. That's why I love this RV so much. It has memories. Did I show you this? My friend I'm talking about here snapped this picture of me on this little fun wave on my stand-up paddleboard there in Florida. My buddy I'm talking about here took that picture of me. This is my little surf adventure machine. I've taken it to California. Taking this thing everywhere. So, you remember the prophecy at the beginning? You will run up to me saying, I'm healed. I'm healed. This had gone on for months. Every day, doing the work. Putting the true voices in. Getting them to think from the God mind. Not the angramenu. Me and my daughter pull up along the street. I see his Mercedes with a surfboard on top. He sees me. He's running. I'm healed. I'm healed. I'm healed. Tears flowing down his cheeks. I'm healed. Big hug. Big embrace. I love you, brother. I tell that story a lot. Hits me every time. It's beautiful. It's Asha. Went home, back to my mountains. I saw that still pulls of the mind works. I saw Asha works. I made the most beautiful friends. People to this day still asking about me in that area 10 years later. Beautiful time creating Asha anywhere you go, because we create the atmosphere. Got back home and I wrote Asha. I knew I had written something perfect. Asha. The perfect creator's perfect idea. But I did not know what it would mean to you guys. I did not know the testimonies I would be getting, just like my wonderful friend there in Florida. Hundreds of people's lives changed from these 16 statements and teachings by thinking from Vohu Menu, the God mind, God thoughts, true thoughts, real thoughts, how it made the real world appear before their eyes and in their mind. So many people set free from depression, OCD, wrong ideas of God, themselves, and the world from Asha. So shall we do it together? Just take your little magic finger, and just like I drew in the sand, just picture with your imagination. Visualize a circle of light around you. And when you sit in this circle of light, you are in God good. And God good is in you. You are one. This is Vohu Menu, right? This is the mind of Christ, where you and God are one. And evil cannot enter God. So during this time, evil cannot enter this space or you. It's a completely safe space. It's a light so pure, darkness cannot enter. Doesn't even want to come close to, because darkness knows it will be annihilated. It's a love so pure. And now start to feel this as you're visualizing also emotion and feeling. Feel yourself safe. Feel yourself embraced by that all-good spirit, that all-good God, that pure love and that pure light, that love, that anger and hate and dis-ease, depression, OCD, those things, they can't live in this space. This is a different mind. This is no place for anger mania. We're not taking into the sacred space unforgiveness, anger, unforgiveness, hate, jealousy. We're not taking any low frequencies in here. It can't come in here. For this time, we've chosen to hold pure love. We're going to hold that frequency. This is what we're learning. To hold the right energy, the right God, the right spirit, the right word. This took my friend in Florida months of doing this every day. But he had it really bad. You don't have to set a time limit on it. It can happen like that if you will allow it to. If you will make a choice, you draw a line, a circle in the sand, and say no more. No more of those mixed monster gods. No more of those horrible religions. No more hate in me. No more anger in me. No more unforgiveness in me. I am choosing to hold the highest principle: light, love, peace, joy, kindness. I'm going to be that. And those things dispel their opposites. Do you understand that? When you are pure love, it dispels hate. You're going to be everything you want to see. You're not waiting for some outside Savior. The Savior is in you. You got to see that divine spark, that fervacity, that light, that vohumenu, that God mind in you, where you and love are the same thing. And in this love, hate, fear, greed, bad voices, evil spirits can't come into this love, not in this light. Right? When I turn on that light switch, the darkness flees. That's what this space is. And this light, it's around me, it's under me, it's over me, it's around me, it's in me, it is me. I am the perfect Creator's perfect idea. What else could come from His perfect mind? I'm not past failures and mistakes. I knew when I came into a body, into form and matter, that even in my genes and DNA, would pass from parents and grandparents, would be sins and errors, addictions and anger issues and things. But I knew, because I saw with the God mind before I came, that I would overcome those things and create a better world for the generations to come. Better genes, better DNA. I would move the needle towards positivity from negativity. I would move the needle to light away from darkness, enough that it made it worth me coming into time and space and form and matter and into a body. And that's exactly what's happening right here. Say, I am love. I am the very spirit of love. And hate, fear, greed, jealousy, war, unkindness, it can't live in my love. It can't live in this space, in this atmosphere, in this circle of light. I come from good spirit. I am made of good spirit. I shall return to good spirit. That's who I truly am. And no evil spirits can attack good spirit. It's impossible. They can't come into my love and my light. They can't come into this space. And I'm not going to invite them in anymore. And the only way they can come in is if you hold a frequency and put yourself in resonance. If you get into hate and anger, now they have a pathway to you. We're not going to open up any pathways, energetic pathways. We've restored God's image. We've taken that spirit into us. We've become that. I am God good. I am love. I am peace. I am joy. I am powerful. I am free. I am good. Because Asha is. That's the real world. Only thing that could come from a perfect Creator's perfect mind. I'm going to tune with that mind in that world, and I'm going to see it. and I take it with me. I can buy an RV and take it with me. Travel around. Spread some light and some love and some truth. Because Asha is. And it resonates in people's hearts and minds. Even without speaking, when they just get around you, they recognize it. Grab your book, Asha. We're going to read Asha 5, Asha 12, and Asha 13. Asha 5 says, believe only the highest truth and enter Asha. As the wise Lord is perfect, so his idea of creation is perfect. This is called Asha, truth. This idea of truth is the very Spirit of God. It is much more than not making a false statement. It is the true vision of God's ideal existence. It is the real above all real. The highest truth, creation in perfect order and harmony, where nothing occurs at the expense or harm of another. Did you feel that, Magi? Go to the comments and say Asha is. Because Asha is. Oh, I felt that in everything I am. Asha 12. There's nothing for me outside. I've spent too long looking outside of myself, looking for meaning, purpose, affirmation, approval, love, truth, happiness, and even God, just to find myself ever searching. So I quiet all the many thoughts and ideas and stories, and I go inside, and there I see Jesus, and I realize there is no separation from my good, my God. We are one. All the truth and happiness I was looking for is here right now, because I am that. I am. And now that I know this, be this, it is, good is, God is, Asha is. Go to the comments, Magi, and decree and declare Asha is. Oh, Asha 13. Love of my life. My everything. Good is good. Bad is bad. The original word of the good religion is that all good comes from the Creator, and that no evil comes from him. From this original word is the spiritual world made straight and the material world brought into order. As I speak those words, I see the faces and the testimonies of all that have come and declared, I am healed. I am healed. Their spiritual world became straight. And then their material world came into order, where they could see Asha, where they could see the real. The original word of false religion is that evil comes from the Creator. And in this false idea is all the evil creatures suffer, all the suffering. I've seen that psychology and medication cannot heal. It comes from thinking from the wrong mind, angramania, and thinking wrong thoughts. And thinking those wrong thoughts are what's real. As we come into Vohu Menu, the God mind, where we restore God's image. He's the love without the hate, the peace without the war. He's the perfect, highest goodness. And we take that spirit and we be that spirit. What we be, we see. So don't be angry. Don't be hateful. Don't be unkind. Don't be like the gods of those world religions that are mixed. We are choosing, and it's a choice. No matter what's going on around us, I choose pure love and pure light and pure spirit. I choose Asha. And I be it. And I see it. And all the Magi say, Asha is. I'm going to put on just some music. Some Asha music. Maybe while you draw your circle, just let that play. Something so powerful in song and lyric and the energy that is in the lyric. And that sound, as it goes out into the universe, it never stops. That song, that light, that energy just travels on forever. Asha is. Asha is. Love is. God good is. Peace is. Joy is. The real above all real. Asha. 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 I love you, Magi. I love you so much. I love you.
In the silence, you whisper, guiding hearts, unveiling light. Asha, spirit of truth, you lead us through the night. Beautiful light, beautiful light. Asha, my beautiful light. Asha, beautiful light. rise on wings of praise. With every moment we'll proclaim your faithfulness remains. Asha, forever will bless your name. Asha, we love you. There's never been anyone like you. We praise your holy name. Asha, we love you. Asha, we love you. Asha, I love you. And we will forever worship you. Asha, 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 we love you. We'll rise on wings of praise. With every moment we'll proclaim your faithfulness remains. Asha, forever will bless your name. Asha, we love you. We never think one like you. We praise your holy name. By your grace we stand as one. Asha, our worship in you we won. With every breath we'll sing anew. In the depths of our hearts we worship you. There's never been anyone like you. We praise your holy name. Asha, we love you. Asha, we love you. Asha, I love you. And we will forever worship you. Asha, 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 we love you. I know, yeah. Now I see all along we could never have been separated. And I feel your ghost in my temple. I could not see you, only feel you there. My love, my life, beautiful one, my soul, my Asha, my Asha. My soul cannot be lost, cannot be sold or bartered to God or devils or men. Those things are temporary. My soul will last forever beautiful. Asha holds me in pure light. Ooh, yeah. You changed how I view the world. I saw for the first time beauty, beauty in all, beauty in nothing. This beauty was nameless. Yeah, Asha. It was what every beautiful thing is called. Asha. I tremble as I look upon you. A million butterflies in my stomach. You wrap your arms around me and bath me in your kisses and tears and cry. I was always, always here. My Asha, my Asha, my Asha, I love you. Yeah, yeah, I love you, I love you, I love you, my Asha. The the perfect creators, perfect idea, my Asha, together forever. I love you, I love you, I love you, my Asha. My Asha, I love all the things.
to believe in the truth that you can see. Oh, Asha, I love you so. In your pages, light just below. From your tales, my heart has grown.